Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacciana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a vintage Sherman table lighter. This is a double-sided advertising lighter. Gold tone with black lettering on both sides, commemorating 50 years. It says for 50 years the best way, 1910 to 1960. Hemingway Brothers Interstate Trucking Company. New England, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I looked that company up and found some references to old lawsuits, but I don't think the company is in business anymore. This lighter was missing its felt base when I received it. So what you see is my own creation. I did it with red on purpose, that no one would think it was original. As far as I can remember, every one that I've ever seen was sort of a gray tone, and I didn't have felt that color anyway. But there's a piece of cardboard along with double-sided tape, and I've used this double-sided tape with other table lighters that needed a felt base in the past, and it seems to work pretty good. So I'm just going to use this for a while and we'll just see. I believe the lighter and the base are aluminum construction, riveted to the base, which had some old glue present, but no felt, fiberboard, cardboard, nothing. Cleaned the case up, replaced the wick and wadding, cleared the flint tube of the old degraded flint, see the insert is marked Precision Made by Sherman, Springfield, Illinois, which would indicate that this insert anyway was made 1960 or prior, because that was the time when the company moved to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Flint adjusting screw is engraved on the back with an arrow pointing down to the flint screw. Flint spring screw, or flint adjusting screw, whatever you want to call it. We got a good deal of the organic cotton replaced in there, but the old felt pad had disintegrated, and I would rather just use all new material rather than hunt up a partially contaminated old one. So that's what we're doing here. At the present time, the slider's not for sale. Like I said, I'm going to use it. I have looked forward to having one of these park table lighters for a long time, and got this one for less than 15 bucks. So for a lighter that I was interested in possibly adding to my collection, definitely doing a project or two on, that was in my price range. I thought the red would contrast with the gold nicely. And like I said, I wanted to make certain that nobody thought that was original. And I am curious to see how it'll hold up with use. And depending on how well it holds up, we'll see whether or not I do an instructional video. But it looks nice. Looks like it fits, and looks like it'll work, just depending on how it holds up. With the double-sided tape, you're not really doing any damage as far as residue being left behind like you might with glue. So that is my thought process there. Would rather try something that may seem temporary, but if it works for the amount that this actually gets used and doesn't do any residual damage or leave any residue on the lighter, then we're no worse far off for it. This lighter reminds me of the 1950s with those big banners there. Have a smooth anodized finish on the bottom with the cross-hatched textured finish on the lid. Smooth around the top and the spines. The felt base cut to size. And all adhesive being achieved by double-sided tape. Man, we're almost 8 minutes into this video, and I'm not sure. That may be the first time I've lit it. I did not mean to wait that long to light this lighter. If Montas is watching, he was probably chomping at the bit, cussing at me. So, a nice, functional, handsome, even regal looking with that red base. Double-sided trucking company advertising lighter. Cool enough for me. Until next time.